Yensan ko Newton Lartey on. Hello Newton.
Hello General, good morning. I'm make sure BM General. Na yanko game no so straight. Said that what the car kana. Osha game a course so and now Baba Yara Sports Stadium. General, it was a game between Kumasi and KOTOKO all hosting Accra Great Olympics, and from KOTOKO side, it's always been a 4-3-3. So they are not mechano. Midfield benya a department and san ewo finfia. Usually no omo double number 8. Now omo about a lone pivot ejina double number 8 in a of which one of them at some point it me a change the role no a ball as number 10. I mean me can't Lamptey and one sem Richmond Lamptey. But Osha Swa, 3 attackers, Baku a winger, and then the other one is a winger, of which you have a top striker. What the can message about him, Meka Mukwala, Stephen Dacey, who wants him. And that was how KOTOKO General, more era game with that shape 4-3-3. Very, very flamboyant. And now for Olympics, it was a back three from Coach Fred Yao, a back three of Ebenezer Sechere, the captain of Gripman. And that man, Jamal, last season, he was one of the best players last 2 seasons. Now, last season, injuries, Kakra. But within the back three system of Coach Yapreko, Jamal, Asaba, Bima, Oyejuma, in the midst of the 2 players, Jamal and then Oko Gripman, Uwenya, Ebenezer Sechere, and then the 4-man midfield here, you have Ofe Ofori and then Bashir, formerly of Ashgold, Nwababenya Ajiman Badu, in central midfield positions. Up front, you have Kwe, Olidi line. I mean, not the Maxwell Kwe, Samuel Kwe, the youngster, brother of the 2 Kwe. So, game now question now Olympics show a lot of dominance. I mean, we can't dominance of the spaces and then dominance on the ball. So a Basana na KOTOKO air struggle pass on me and negotiate. But for instance, sometimes when you want to go with a 4-3-3, one of the situations are my ball referee number so a general situation at a wall screen so from a long shot one way Abaka say Ebenezer Sechere or triple down Mukwala in the steps, but trust me it was a clean movement and Mukwala on the 9 and a triple but from very, very long shot one way now Abaka say a referee one favor at this situation and Fama Mukwala, but from a close shot look at it so well. Even distance, about a meter at the 2 players, Ebenezer and Mukwala and them, and also Mukwala now or triple no. But referee a follow situation one after say Ebenezer I recover ball now who say referee around that same zone. Ama Bono and me and Great Olympics for as rightfully as it was. KOTOKO from here. This is Mubarak. Now, sir, Osha Mubarak profile. Usually, some midfielders kwa omuja space can say the Mubarak. He has to be somebody who bet me a progressive ball close to 30 to 40 meters from deep defense at the Abame field. And I am saying this because of free game, it was so evident. Or driving ball at the buy, making sure say some of the midfielders like Agadas and Lamptey bet me as support in the final third. Now the back three, one of the key disadvantages of the back three system is the recovery processes of the wing backs. So man to me a maneko ba say Oko Gripman and a watch her, Ebenezer and a watch her, Jamal and a watch her. Yeah, na spaces we know windy. Tactically I'm asking this. These are the spaces for the wing backs. Bashiru Wahifa at this point, Oferi Esusu Wahifa. Now the back three has been exposed versus one of the key disadvantages of the back three system. So wing backs, and to me, one-on-one situations with one of the center backs, Emma situation, very, very tough. Look at this, how they did the recovery. I think they're good, but a question within the setup was asked when those 2 wing backs failed to recover in time, and that was how KOTOKO first and the game first half. I'm try to say I'm create a chance, and this guy Benjamin Asare. Oh boy, instead of Kwaku Steven, our joining the chant team, General, I think the performance for Olympics and within the stakes for Olympics was one of the top-notch performances. A goalkeeper bet me, I'm gonna daddy. Everything I KOTOKO be on FIFA, General, now a go-through player friend say Agadas, but whenever they lose the ball here, now a very, very, very dangerous at the moment. At this point, this is the left back or push it the wing back, at the acronym said be on bet me, I influx the area, I say, but sometimes they lose the ball here and the defensive transitions, now man be so tough. Ediama Kumase Asante KOTOKO. The rotations, continues to exist and function so well. Mechanical rotations are a Toribia, Ubenya Lamptey, no drop it by Jabono, a Toribia, Ubenya Richard Agadas, no drop it by Jabono. Sometimes the fluidity has to work, and one of the best saves across the length of the game, and who from Benjamin Asare for Olympics. This ball, trust me, should have been at the back of the net, but Benjamin did so well. So from a close range, by enlarging the body, trying to close down the angle to that first post. But Zeze would only go up top here. But Benjamin Asare had the antidote to this shorter General Osevi Olympics. One of the situations and I'm sure was this free kick. Metane and KOTOKO because they were hosting Great Olympics. But it was the last action of the game. And the Olympics FAO KOTOKO player out free bench about at this point. Now Osha, there is the combination. I kind of said the hybrid technically. Because hybrid the zonal marking and the man marking ya pre-quanka two no the album. So oka man marking this is a power and then this is Zeze in position. Obia no be so, but the rest no a zonal marking. It means KOTOKO red jerseys no box room, but it's not down to man marking or more a defending or zone. But this is a man marking situation. But unfortunately, a power man marking no and a far one general or they ahead the ball no at the toilet. At this point, look at something very close here. Is he jumping? I mean, the defender for Olympics. He is not really jumping a grip man. And at that point, Appa was so close. And a general on knock ball no at the tumu. So we share closely on Markino, showing signs of a man marking situation. But when the ball was really, getting entry into the box and that was a long ball. Jamal sent back KOTOKO. Now, general social area you have KOTOKO here, and then 3 other red jerseys. Count how many Olympic players are around the action zone. And we and a basa will consider goaler. You need to the strength and endurance of that defensive back line. So 2 players as against 5. How did they turn like that? And it was a chance that could have ended at the back of the net. So KOTOKO, you're careful. If indeed one person would defend the league with you have how many players here? About 5. They lost the ball to 2 players of Olympics, and it's now 2-on-2. This shouldn't happen as a defending champion. Maxwell is here, Mubarak is here, but they don't have control of the situation. But how did that happen? They lost the ball in their own defense, and you can see that frustration from Asare, the goalkeeper. And right after that save probably will go down as one of the best saves of the season from a venomous power from Jamal. Distance of about 58 meters. Frederick Asare made sure say KOTOKO and Fredan Lad ewaha. But how can you endure the pressure of Olympics? Now this is 2-on-2 because left back Akamu. So left back in Honoma, I am asking a question of Morrison. So about drop it about so now you're 3-on-2 overload. But general, at this point the space is here. At dear BT, Nicholas ewaha saying he said he thought Sabo natural line, but watch closely Sabo we natural line and I say entral line. This is so clear and it's in play. The official is also close to the action, but defender Naman is so. Whenever a person raises an awareness of the referee, you should really continue your action. And yes, I will join up because the ball is in progress. At first point, ball in the line anyway. It's in play, but and the official line 1 said no, play on because ball no in play. At this point, Ocean from a fear baby or fear. Is it in play or outside the line? It's in play, and that should have been defended. So twice. That was the second time, or the byline, where Bono anchor out, and the defenders failed to recover. Now from here, you have something to defend. Asare's position, you're so wrong here. I'm sure Asare, you are watching this. The position of yourself and then Bashiru, you have about 28 meters distancing yourself and then the goalkeeper. Now we're dropping about 20 meters, but your position is still wrong. Are you in between your sticks or who close to one angle? But who close to one angle, they are Asare. What is the position of the ball and what is the position of yourself? This is elementary or basic, but I'm sure this is a young goalkeeper going forward, obviously on errors. So from 20 meters from the shooter to the goal line, your position is so wrong and you allowed this goal, Frederick Asare. Going forward, you need to work on this. This is so wrong as a goalkeeper, but on the ball on the chair, and that was the first goal for Great Olympics around the 46th minute in the second half. It was tough. And you can see the reaction from Lamte and the elation of Benjamin Asare, Howard, and Niaje. But first of all, I was asking a question when the ball was dropped here. How many players are now defending? And even the defender, Nicholas, who really closed down the defender, the attacker, he made sure that pressure is also at 0 index. You can't say pressure, but how do you react out of the ball? Because striker without the ball, you were a defender. So what is the pressure index here? Bashiru brought the ball aerially and on the toe form, but you have 3 players, no pressure on the attacker to the side. So even though keep an eye error positionally, but who reacts to Bashiru's chest control is not existent. And that was how Olympics at the first ball at toe net at the Malkumase Asante KOTOKO. It was a bad goal to concede, but I'm sure say a better way going forward because you need to defend and defend so well. One of the situations and I'm sure game you saw earlier said Frederick Asare a ball in the back inside, but they kept losing the ball whenever they have possession. So how many players can you find here for KOTOKO? You have 4, but this is 1-on-1. After some lose ball, no, Nicholas was off and Quay took possession of the ball once again, General. And at this point, now KOTOKO defense were at mercy. Everything Olympics did on the field on that day yesterday was so brilliant. But it was brilliant because now KOTOKO defense, structure and show organization was so poor, communication was a bit non-existent. And when another situation when they lost the ball during the offensive transition, so KOTOKO is a defending champion. Please, you need to work and repair certain little details within this back line because ultimately far away in defending league, other young teams like Brecum Chelsea and Emmanuel Avonio, those players, are very quick and they can be picking out these spaces to punish you. This is how you need to recorrect your errors. So, General, how our game Olympics and KOTOKO game acquired. Hopefully, I'm watching now. Tamale City has a 4 game a 5-goal fixture and a course. So definitely, General, the best also Wadaruma.
All right. Minimum time nunti and I went to for how to folk in Tamale City game of course Cape Coast amanyam yad mochna betin kakra efa ema amamfo Newton Lartey Marijata and so yete ninkano Michael Ababio